Another hour for a break, I believe. Okay. So now we'll go over the member portal. So I'm going to walk through what your member portal looks like, and then we'll talk about how to start to invite members to your portal and how to set things up on the database side. So when a customer is invited to the member portal, usually that happens after you activate your agreements. So once a customer and you sign the final agreement and it's signed by both parties and you activate that agreement in the system, what I've done is created some workflows, and I won't make them active until the current locations actually have all of their current agreements in the system, because I don't want it to trigger everybody until we're ready with your member portal. But basically what's going to happen is I've set up a workflow that we can make active when we're ready, that once you activate an agreement in the system will automatically invite that main contact to the member portal. This way you actually don't have to do it manually. We will be going over how to invite people to the portal manually today, just so that you are aware how it works and how to do it. However, there are 3 user security groups for the member portal. So usually we suggest that you only invite the person that's the main contact and or the billing contact, so they can quickly log in and set up their payment functions and then make their first initial payment. And then they have the option to invite additional members to the member portal. Now, the reason for that is because you don't know, A, if they want everybody to be allowed to have access to the member portal in their account or in their company, or B, what type of level access that they want allowed. So that's why I say usually just invite the person that's going to be paying the bills first and let them kind of talk internally and invite the rest of their members, if need be, to the member portal. Now, the 3 access levels of the member portal are admin, mid-level tier, and basic user level access. Now, the admin level access gives you a view like this. So basically, admin level access allows them to have full access to the member portal and view everything such as their invoices, their contacts or agreements, and their current balance. It also allows them to pay the invoices. Then you have mid-tier level user, which they have full access to the member portal except for the financial details. They're unable to see the invoices, they don't see the current balance, they can't make any payments or update payment information. That's off limits to them. Everything else is available. And then you have your basic user level access, which allows them to basically just sign in and book a meeting space. It's pretty basic. Usually our clients only use that one if it's somebody that's coming in as an intern or just, somebody that doesn't really need access except for booking possible meeting spaces. So those are kind of your 3-level access users. Again, usually you just want to invite the main billing contact and then allow them to invite additional users as they see fit. So walking through a quick overview of the member portal, what it is and what it does. At the moment, the member portal is accessible on a mobile device. However, they cannot access their current balance or make payments on the member portal. So if they're making payments on the member portal, they need to do so on a desktop at the moment. We will be currently in the next month and a half releasing a member app where they can log in on a mobile device and access it. It just that required a lot more security and user access. So we actually rolled it out in beta form to a couple of our larger clients. And now it's coming down the pipeline to you guys shortly, just in time for you to start to roll out your member portal. But at the moment, if customer says that they're on their mobile device and they can't make a payment, you should direct them to a desktop to make that payment. Everything else is accessible through an app. Through a mobile device. The app will be coming in about, I believe, a month. So again, walking through, when they first sign in, you'll see that there's an announcement section of the member portal. What this does is allow you guys to connect on any high-level information that you want to get out to your customers. So you can use announcements per location to say anything you want. Some of our customers use announcements to just welcome their customers. Some use them to let them know they have a new beer on tap, if there's any events coming up, or somebody's coming in to take pictures of the location, or there'll be construction, or you're closing early for snow. Any of those kind of information that you want to direct to the customers, you may want to create mailing lists and send them out through an email blast. But the more you update the member portal and the more you get customers used to logging in to kind of find all information here, the better it is, because that means they'll use it more. So use announcements to be a first source of quick updates or information that you want the customer to see or do. At the moment, I started you all off with just a simple one that kind of mimics what goes out to their invite member to portal email template. So when I invite them to the portal, this is kind of what it starts to say. I put it here again just for now, just so you guys have something there. I will show you how to update it momentarily so you guys can walk through the process of actually doing the updates here yourself and getting any information on the member portal that you see fit. As you scroll down, you will see that customers have the option to update their status, just like on most social medias, such as Facebook. They can come in here and say that they're going to be on vacation as of tomorrow. They can say that they're creating their own event in their office, or they have something scheduled for the meeting room if anybody wants to attend. They can let you know that they're out sick. Really anything that they want to put on their status update, just like a social media account, they can. And then we also have what we call shout-outs. Now, shout-outs are meant to be a member-to-member or community option. Some of our customers may use shout-outs to say, hey guys, just letting you know, I'm a CPA and it's tax season. Anybody that's in Venture X West Palm Beach location, I'm going to offer you 35% off until the end of the week for getting your taxes done. So they can promote themselves. They might say, I can't tell you how much this happens. Hey guys, I have 2 extra monitors that I'm about to throw out. They're in perfect condition. Does anybody want to come take them off my hands before I lug them out to the garbage? Guaranteed you have tons of people, I'll take them. So a lot of our customers use shout outs as like a member to member. Hey, this is what I'm offering. This is what I have to offer. Some customers may be, hey guys, my Mac just went down. Does anybody know anything about Macs that they can swing by Office 203 and help me? Again, you're building a community here, so you want your community to be able to connect. This is location based. So you actually just want your customers to be able to interact with each other on their location. You will see a list of current active customers on the left-hand side. And if they filled out their profile incomplete, as of the moment, you see my profile strength is 0%, but if they start to fill it out complete, you'll see their picture here and any additional followers or people that they're following. You can easily follow the most active users by just clicking follow, and I'll walk through some of the updates on the top as well. Now on the right hand side, you have those quick fix kind of clicks here. You can easily go to events and see any events that you have here. If you are putting in that you'll allow them to purchase additional services via the member portal, you can offer them here. You can view the community, which is going to be anybody in your location that you want to connect with. They can book a meeting room or view and pay their invoices or see their current balance here. Now at the moment, you can do these all up top too. These are called our modules as well. So I can view my invoices under the account if there are any. I can see my current statement or my agreement. At the moment, I have no unpaid invoices. I have no paid invoices either because we credited it, so nothing is going to show here. Under my schedule, if I have any events and or meetings booked, I can see them on my calendar here, so I can kind of scroll through and see what I have booked easily, or everybody in my company, if they've booked something, I can see them here as well. If I come to my events, I can view my events that I've registered, which I don't have any current events booked, or I can register an event here. At the moment, we didn't set anything up, but if we did, you would see drop downs for the events offered. They can go ahead and choose how many they want. It'll populate the price. They can put additional attendees if they are allowed to. It really depends how you set up the event on the back end. I know you guys are doing some additional integration with this, so it'll be a little more robust than what you see here. So don't fret, it won't be as simple. We're doing the work now, but it'll be in this area and look somewhat like this, and this will be kind of how it is offered. So again, you can request that they have to make payment up front, or this is something that they can pay for at the end of the month through their bill run as well. Under My Meetings, they have View Their Bookings. So this is where the customers will be able to see how many hours that they have left. If they have any current bookings, they can view their current bookings, as well as mark whether or not they need to go ahead and cancel a booking. On their end, they can book a meeting room and or desk. Maybe you guys have hot desks and you notice that it's no longer kind of first come, first serve. You want to start booking them out in hourly format. We can add those under Book a Desk. But booking meeting rooms is going to look something like this on their end. It's going to show you which rooms that you have available. If you allow them to view multiple locations, otherwise they'll only be able to see their location, which is how we have it set up. They can also search this way, but mostly they can come in here, say I want to book a meeting space at 4 p.m. in the medium meeting room for 1 hour. If you have an image of this meeting room added to the meeting room products, they'll show here so you can see a nice image. It's going to tell me how much money I owe. And when we have the payment processor set up, it's either going to allow me to hit pay and pay immediately, or I'll have the option to just book, which will mean that I've marked this particular customer as having that on account button. So it'll just go ahead and allow me to book and pay for it at the end of the month with my bill run. Coming into the community feature, again, as people start to get added to the particular account list and contact list in the account, they'll start to show on the member portal. So you can come in and start to see and or follow these customers as part of your community. This is a social media type platform. What we can do is your customers, if they don't want to be a part of this social media type aspect and they just want to come on and book meeting spaces and also pay for their invoices, they can block this whole social feature so that they are not searchable and they don't see anything associated. So don't worry, you might have customers that don't want to be a part of this, and you might have customers that absolutely love this and can't wait. You know, they're new to the area. They love searching for people that like things like them. Maybe they want to go to happy hour. Maybe they just want to connect with other people that are lawyers in the space. So again, we have some people that will love this, some people that'll hate it. We'll go over the settings so you guys know where they are and they can kind of turn it on and off based on what they want. As people start to update their profiles, you'll start to see pictures. You can click into their profile and you'll be able to read about them, their personal interests, if they have any shout outs. You can go ahead and message them. It'll send an email from the system. We don't share personal information on the member portal at this time. They can link things like their Facebook or Instagram so you can follow them or connect separately. But what the system will allow you to do is message them. It'll send them an email and allow them to choose whether or not they want to respond to them, because you have to work in an environment together. We do like to keep it fairly private in a sense where you're not giving out personal information unless the customer decides it's okay to. Again, you can hit follow here or your home button to go back to the home screen. Now, probably one of the most important sections here, and again, I'll be working with each individual location to go over the payment processor questions and setup and things like that, depending on where we go with this, and walk through transactions and test them so you guys are aware with what happens. We just don't have that set up in the system yet. But if I click on Nicole Lakwitz, which is my name, how I was added to the member portal, I can view my profile. When walking through the profile, I can click this upload button and upload a picture of myself. I'm going to type in my first and last name. It's going to automatically populate who I work for based on my account name. Where I'm working, which location is automatically going to populate. I can put what my job title is. I can look for my industry here. I can update my company logo. My interests, I can put that I love startups. Maybe I am interested in IT. I can put all of these tags, and again, somebody can search the community for IT, and based on the tags that I put, it'll pull up my profile depending on what they're searching for, if I have tags or things that associate. Maybe my expertise is, again, IT, SaaS. So I can continue to add things as I go. I can add my website if I have an actual website to put in here. I can tell everybody what I do, any interesting facts about myself, what I care about. Again, my likes, my dislikes. This can be personal, this can be work related. It's really up to your customer. I can add all my Facebook pages, my Twitters, my Google. And as I start to add more information, you'll see my portal profile percentage will start to go up. So to reach 100%, you basically have to have everything filled out plus a picture. Some of our customers run really nice kind of things, or not things, but they run really nice little the first person who gets to maybe 100% portal profile will get a $25 Starbucks gift card, or will receive free lunch from, you know, the deli around the corner. And that's something to kind of motivate people to come in and start to create their profile as part of the community. It's just fun little activities, especially if you're already established location and you've already opened and you have customers that now have to kind of transition to a new member portal and re-enter maybe their payment information. Even though it's not a lot of work, sometimes people don't like change, or it's just an additional step for them. So it's a cute little way to kind of get them involved and excited about the new member portal, and just letting them know that you hear them, so you're going to do something fun for them. And any information that is actually put under the My Profile tab will be shown under their contact record in the system. So you can actually start to run reports on it and calculate data based on what they put on the member profile. So that's really neat. They can change their own password. Again, yourself as well as us don't have access to that. That's something that if they forget their password, they'll come to the main member portal site, hit the Forgot Password tab and reset it. Or once they're inside after resetting it, they can come and update it at any time to something a little more memorable. Here, when they can manage their own users, so what they'll be able to see is anybody who's an admin will be able to add or invite additional members to their member portal. So they can hit this invite user button, and they'll be able to invite the user that's a contact in the system to the member portal. It'll just ask for their email address, whether you want them as an admin, a mid-tier, or basic level user. And you'll just have to accept that they can be contacted by support if they feel like something happens and they reach out. Under payment settings, once you guys have your payment processor set up, you'll be able to come into this section and they'll be able to add either their ACH information and or their credit card information. They'll accept the terms and conditions associated with the payment processor that you guys choose. And then when that happens, they can set themselves up for recurring monthly charges or auto pay as well, so you can run that when the time comes. So again, this is blank now, but as soon as we enter the API information, once you guys are set up, we can go ahead and get this activated and running for you guys. Under privacy settings, this is where the customers are going to be able to come in and say they want to opt out of the privacy agreement, which usually will restrict them from the member portal, because again, you don't want people to be able to share this information with third-party contacts and things like that. They have an option to make their profile active. If they remove this, they will no longer be seen to the community and they'll no longer see the community. Kind of removes them from that feature. If they have their profile active, that means they can see everybody in the community, and people in the community can see and search for them. They might want to receive shout outs or a status update email. So based on people they follow, they can get an email alert saying, hey, you know, so-and-so posted a new shout out or a new status update. Most people just come in here and check it. They don't want to receive emails every time somebody does that. Some people that are really social may, so we give that an option here, but we don't automatically check it because again, we don't want to email blast everybody unless that's something that they want. So these are here for their options going forward. Under privacy policy and terms of service, this is basically something that corporate is going to start to put here. So it's already set, so it's just kind of standard privacy policies in terms of service. If there's something that you read through and you don't feel that it's up to date or you want to add something else, definitely let VentureX know so that they can update any information that you think it might be missing. And finally, you have your logout button here, which we suggest everybody uses instead of just closing it out. So when they sign back into the member portal, it didn't cache any old information. So that's the general layout of the member portal. Again, the member portal is really only as good as you guys allow it to be. The more you put into it, the more you update the announcements. We also have the option to create what we call portal pages. What portal pages is basically a tab that's called additional information, and you can create these pages or separate areas where you can put anything that you think a member might like. So some of our customers put in those portal pages every place that they can get a discount for being, you know, a member X membership person or having a private office. So they might be able to go to Walgreens or the local deli down the street and get 10% off. So some people will put that information in here. Some people will put a page that says CRMA link. So any of your virtual services that require, you know, a virtual mailbox where you're opening somebody's mail. The US government requires you guys to fill out, you know, this CMRA form. So you can kind of link that and give them an overview of what it is and what it does so they can easily download it and get it to you. Some people create basically a view in here or a portal page that will be a survey that will link customers. How are we doing? How's our feedback? You can link if you have a work order software to here. So the possibilities are endless. So we usually suggest that you guys constantly update your announcements and make sure your invoices and their payments are to date, and that, you know, you really invite yourself to the portal as well. The goal is to create an account in the system for your location. So you can say, I'm going to come to Operate, go to member accounts and hit new, and I'm going to create a VentureX West Palm Beach staff. And that's going to be in my account name. I'm going to add myself as a contact to the account, and then I'm going to invite myself to the member portal. Once I log in as a member to the portal, I'm going to be updating my own profile because, again, number one, it allows you to see what you're posting and see the traction that's going on with the customers, but it also gets the customers familiar with your face, especially if you're a new location and they might not remember your name yet, or you might not remember everybody's name. It's a fun way to go in and see everybody's picture and kind of get to know people, and they know that you're on there and you're participating as well. It's just kind of establishing a presence. But in the beginning, like right now, it'll also help you, A, learn how to invite somebody to the member portal, and B, kind of walk you through the process of the portal as a whole, because guaranteed you're going to want to create like a user group or an event either before you roll it out to your current customers, or if you're a new location, you want to start to prep your customers for what to expect. So now with you guys having a portal and a login, like I just did, you can walk through that with your customer and show them how you book a meeting space. And you can say, hey, I'm going to do this via Zoom for anybody that can't come in. Or if anybody's in the office at 4 o'clock today and 2 o'clock tomorrow, I'm going to do a quick, 15-minute session so everybody can see our new member portal, give some feedback, whatever the case is. I can show you how to pay an invoice and just walk through that with them. So there's multiple good things about becoming a member of the portal yourself. Now, walking through the backend database when it comes to the portal, again, you're going to want to add yourself as an account as a whole, as a location, as an account. Once you do that, you want to make yourself a member on the account or a contact. Let me go back into ITJuice, bear with me. So I'll use ITJuice as an example. So I already have the account in the system. If it's you guys can create your new account. So again, it can be VentureX West Palm Beach team. I'm going to scroll down to contacts, make sure I'm a contact on the account, because you can't invite an account as a whole to the member portal. You have to invite an individual person. So in order to invite the individual person to the member account, they need to be a contact on the account. Because again, you can't invite an account to the member portal because you need an email address to log in. And if you're an account, you're a company as a whole, so you're technically not an individual person that you'd be inviting. So the system needs an email address and a name to put with who they're inviting to the member portal. So what I suggest is you always know by creating an account and hitting this email button or going into the contact and activity history, you'll find select template. The template's called invite member to portal. So if you click into that, how you'll know if you've done the invite right is you'll now see Dear Nicole. If you try to invite the customer from the account, it'll say just Dear. It won't know who to populate the invite to. And as I scroll down, you can see that the login name is going to be my email address because I'm the contact that you're inviting. And this password will be click here to set password. Once I send it out, I can easily click that. It'll bring me to a password screen, kind of exactly how you guys logged into this database. And then it'll populate your signature if you have one as well. So once I'm happy with this invite to member to portal, I'm going to hit send, and off it goes to invite me to the member portal so I can set my password and log in. Now, again, you have to manually invite people to the member portal at the moment. I have created a workflow that will allow the system to automatically do it once we're ready, but at the moment, until current locations get all of their customers into the system and you've uploaded all of their agreements and you're ready to launch the portal, because again, each location needs to find out whether they want any portal pages, whether they want to add additional announcements, things like that. We're not really ready to invite anybody there except for yourself, so you want to manually go ahead and do that. Now, if you click into the contact record itself, if you're inviting somebody to the member portal manually, the workflow will automatically update this if it's active, but when you're doing this manually, you also need to come into the contact record and under portal info, make sure that the portal access level is set to admin if you want them to have access to view and pay their invoices and deal with anything financial. So don't forget, we would come in here, hit the edit button, and update the portal access level to admin. You can also choose a mid-tier or a basic depending on how you're inviting somebody to the portal. It's really up to you. Now the system will automatically, again, update these information here based on what they put into the member portal. So if they filled out all of these fields here, you'll see it and it'll start to tell you the portal percentage level as well. Under the portal section of this module as well, here's where you can start to update your events, your shout outs, your portal pages, your announcements, and online plans. Now, online